So this was part of the original house. This is where the original house stopped, right here. So this is all the new addition right here.
Room additions are the most common home remodeling projects requiring a permit in the city.
You'd want to get with your contractor, your designer, your architect, have them compose a set of plans that's going to include a site, a plan which is going to locate the new addition.
Rudy Paniagua is a plans examiner.
Very busy. We're maintaining reviews as quickly as possible and returning those permits as quickly as possible. So we just hope that people take advantage of the new norm, which is all electronic.
You can find turnaround times on our website at Phoenix.gov/PDD. First, there are limitations for the size of your new addition. The size will depend on your zoning district. A residential R16 is the most common residential zoning district in the city. You can check My Community Maps on the PDD website to see what zoning district you live in. In the R16, you can cover 40% of your lot with a primary structure. Including attached shade structures, that percentage can be 50%. There are some key things plan reviewers are looking for in order to approve your plans.
Well, what you want to keep in mind is laying out the design of the addition, making sure that you cover a lot of the life safety issues. We're also looking for structural integrity, so the notations or the plans should include any foundations, framing conditions.
We see a lot of these, especially in the central city, the central core areas. In this instance here, it happens to be the mothers moving in with them, so they're expanding onto the back. So.
Brian Hamilton is a residential inspector. This project is a prime example of a typical room addition. Zoning does not allow kitchens in additions in many districts. Staff can advise you before you move forward.
Well, we try to really just make it as easy as possible on the homeowner just by communicating with them and just offering, hey, we're here to try to help you and to get this into compliance through code enforcement and then through education as well.
There are also setback requirements. A setback is how close your structure can be to the property line. In the R16 district, the setbacks are 20 feet in the front, 25 feet in the back, and 10 and 3 on the sides of the home. These are measured from the property line. A survey to determine property line locations is often needed.
This would be the absolute minimum right here from the side yard, from the side elevation of the house to where you could encroach into the property, which would be 3 feet right here, 36 inches to the center of the property line. Older neighborhoods, we're just going to assume that the middle of the fence line right there is the property line. But it's always good when you're starting these projects to have what we call a survey to come out, and you actually have a certified land surveyor comes out and IDs the property.
A utility easement allows utilities to access their infrastructure. That can affect where you build. Your addition cannot cross utility or drainage easements. Your design professional or contractor should verify locations of all easements and utilities. The more thorough your plans are, the sooner you can start your project.
Some of the common things folks are missing is information on the egress itself, also lighting, and then mechanical. So if you're over 500 square feet, we now require manual JS&D, which is a mechanical calculation for new additions of air conditioning units. So keep those things in mind for the small additions. We do have some small items that we want to cover, but they are very important as far as attaining them.
Submit 2 sets of your proposed building plans. Include the residential plan submittal checklist. You also need to submit a completed construction permit plan review application. You can find both forms on our website at Phoenix.gov/PDD. Submittals must include the location and dimension of the new addition, plans and calculations, a plot plan, property lines with streets, alleys, and structures noted, easements and drainage areas noted, a floor plan, electrical, plumbing, and mechanical designs including electrical improvements. Include locations of doors, windows, and inside features like cabinets and smoke detectors. All bedrooms must have an escape window noted. If the addition is over 500 square feet, you must provide a mechanical calculation for air conditioning. Work with staff, APS, or SRP if there are overhead lines. Also include an elevation and cross-section view. Staff will review your submittal for completeness and will collect fees. If the plans are not complete, you will need to provide the additional information as instructed and return to submit the plan for review again.
When we come out on a job like this, we're going to have like what we call a standard site plan on a specific area like this. So it's going to show you the footprint of the home and the boundaries of the property line. So we're going to come out, we're going to look at the plan that's already been through the City of Phoenix review process at City Hall, and we're going to make sure that it's in compliance with the rules and regulations of the zoning ordinances that we have here in the City of Phoenix.
Staff will notify you when your plan is approved and when you can pick up your building permit. Inspectors will visit your home more than once at different stages of your project. The inspector will verify that the addition is built per the approved plans. Once the final inspection is completed, you will receive a certificate of occupancy.
Smaller projects online via email. There is also an electronic plan review service that we have, our EPR service, but that's going to be dedicated for larger custom homes. The easiest process at the moment is to do things online via email.
Permit cost is based on a percentage of the dollar amount of the proposed work. Please contact our permits counter for a permit and plan review estimate.